guys, Yini, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rushile Molly, also known as the Tooth Fairy. So I asked you guys on Instagram, I told you guys that I'm going to do a Q&A this week, and I put a poll up to see what you guys were interested in and what you wanted to know more about me. So I've got all your questions written down here, and I'm about to answer everything that you guys asked me. Okay, before we get into the first question, I just want to remind you guys to leave a comment down below if you want to know anything else about me. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and click that notification bell. So we're about to answer the first question. What is your favorite thing about yourself? My favorite thing about myself is that I'm always willing to learn something new, and I also love using my hands. So I'm a very creative person when it comes to my hands. I like doing my own makeup. I like installing my own wigs. I like cutting my wigs. I just love experimenting with beauty. I've always been interested in beauty, and I like doing it on other people too. So when my friends ask me if I can do their makeup for them, I'm more than happy to do it. And yeah, I'm just always looking for something to use my hands in. Hence, I'm in dentistry. It's like the perfect thing for me, right? So question number 2, is your course hard? Dentistry is a very difficult course. It's mentally draining, emotionally draining, and physically draining. I think you need to find yourself in dentistry because it's very important to do something that you love, you know, and you find yourself in dentistry. You find what certain procedures work best for you, what do you like to do, which department do you prefer. Like, do you like peds? Do you like working with children, or do you like working with adults more? You're more into the aesthetic part of dentistry. I think that's very important because it comes to a point where you're working constantly as a dental student in all these different departments, and you can find yourself being drained. So I think it's very important to find one thing that you love, at least, that will motivate you. Something that you love about dentistry. Maybe you love the results, how you make people feel, like transforming people's smiles to keep you going, because it's a very hard course. You are expected to produce great results from your patients, and your supervisors expect you to produce a lot of work in terms of the number of courses you have to complete in the year. So that is very physically draining, and also emotionally, because you always feel like you're not good enough when something doesn't go your way. Maybe you took bite wings and you have to take them like 5 more times to get it right. So that is very frustrating and mentally draining. So you really need to find yourself and find what keeps you going, because it's tough. And also mentally, because you need to balance your books and you need to balance your quotas. So it's not for everyone, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it's very difficult. I've found myself doubting myself numerous times and just having days where I just feel like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I just like, what else can I do now? And it's very tricky when you get to those moments, because you need to deal with that emotions with yourself. All those thoughts, you need to clear them out and just get back to yourself. So I guess that's what's hard about dentistry. It's emotionally, physically, and mentally draining. So this next question is a bit of a story. I passed matric with 3 distinctions, so I had to opt for BSc, but I really want to do dentistry. Not because I wanted to study BSc last year in matric. I had application complications. So the question is, how is dentistry? I have a passion in studying dentistry. I am doing my first year in BSc. So how is dentistry? Dentistry is amazing. I think it's really cool that you get to again work with your hands. I love working with my hands, and just it's like an art form. Like the way you do fillings, you have to create that anatomy. That is very therapeutic for me. I love creating beautiful anatomy on teeth, and my supervisors always compliment me on how good my restorations look. So I think it's a very wonderful course, to be honest. I mean, there's so many benefits of it. You get a lot of free stuff as a dental student. We get a lot of mouthwashes from Listerine. toothpaste samples, a lot of free stuff in dentistry. I'm not gonna lie, I love that about it. Also free scrubs. So I think that's one of the things I love about it. And the other part is, you know, how is it like, how do you deal with people? Like, how do you deal with children? Sometimes children are very cooperative, sometimes they're not. Also with adult patients, sometimes they understand what you are trying to convey, and also when you're explaining the certain procedures to them, some people get it, some people don't understand it, some people treat you really well, some people don't. So I think in essence dentistry is a people career. It is very hands-on. You need to be able to work with people, communicate well, and just apply yourself physically and be willing to learn more every time. How is your career treating you? So I would like to break it down into the social media part and the academic part. So social media part would be me being active on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, newly on Threads and YouTube. So yeah, those are my socials. And I think Instagram has opened so many doors for me. It's been the app where I've been struggling to grow as an influencer, if you would say, but you guys, God has opened so many doors for me just because I've been posting consistently on Instagram. I've worked with different scrub brands. I've gotten free scrubs from these scrub brands. I've gotten commission. I've worked with Philips SA, with the Sonicare toothbrush. I've worked with a skincare brand. Like, you guys, I've learned so much from just the small things that I've taken part in, and it proved to me that consistency is key and that I can do it. Like, if I can do it, guys, with my small 4K followers, you can do it with your 20K, 100K. You can do it too. And it's just about being consistent and believing in yourself and producing content that is true to you, that you're proud of, and that you don't seek validation from other people. So yeah, social media has opened so many doors for me, guys. Also the positive feedback you guys give me, the questions you ask me, you guys also tell me a little bit more of yourself, your background, and why you guys are so interested in dentistry. And as your big sister in dentistry, it's a privilege, an honor, and honestly, I don't want to cry, but your messages mean so much to me. And I know you guys are like, girl, come on, it's not that deep. For me, it's so deep. You guys have said such positive things, and it's almost as if God sent you at the right time, because it's always when I'm doubting myself or I just feel like giving up, and then someone just out of nowhere, out of the corners of South Africa, or they just come out of nowhere and write this beautiful message of how inspiring like I am. They want to be dentists, and I'm like, yes, be a dentist. Your messages mean the world to me, and I just want you to know that I appreciate them so much, and I try my best to like reply to every single one of them, because you guys have sent such wonderful things to me, and you've really kept me going. So yeah. And then also in person, you guys also come up to me and be like, oh, I like your videos. Are you the tooth fairy? I'm like, yes girl, I am. And we just have like a moment, and I'm like, thank you so much. Well, when it comes to the academic side, I think I am learning how to do a lot of things. I have grown. I mean, I was scared of injecting someone, giving an inferior alveolar nerve block, and now I'm doing like surgical extractions, like where I'm opening up patient, like I'm reflecting flaps, I'm drilling down bone. It's like mind-blowing how far I've come. It's amazing how I've grown, and I'm still here to grow. I'm still here to learn. I'm still gonna have supervisors, like, although it's not gonna be in a like an academic setting where I get marks or whatever, but I'm still gonna have supervisors. I'm still gonna have leaders. I have big sisters in dentistry too. I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, I think my career overall is just, it's God is blessing it so much. I'm just blooming. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I'm just doing really good. So the next question is about steps. So they asked me, how did you manage to work with steps? So with steps, I initially DM'd them, and I introduced myself. I was like, hey, my name is Ruhlina Molly. I'm a dental student at UWC. I'm doing 30. I think I was doing 30 at the time. And then I was like, I'll be really interested in working with you. And guys, child, the confidence I had back then is unmatched, because I still don't have 10k followers on Instagram. I shot my shot at a brand who was not even checking for me, and I got it, guys. I got it. I just asked if I could be able to like model their scrubs for them, do a collaboration, and the steps were so sweet. They were so nice. They were like, yes, we want you, girl. So the first time I worked with Steps, that's how I landed my gig. And then it was a whole shoot for a whole day. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, I mean, I got to walk away with free scrubs the first time, and then the second time they DM'd me, child. They were like, girl, we want you. So yeah, and we worked together again. I got commission, I got discount, which I used to purchase like my lovely scrubs. I'm gonna insert a picture for you guys to see. I love the scrubs. Still today, I hate the fact that I stain them with ink. I will never put a pen in my pocket ever again, because wow, those are my favorite scrubs, and I still get compliments to this day about those scrubs. My supervisors love them, and I love them. Everyone just gives me a compliment when I'm wearing those scrubs. I just feel like that girl, honestly. It's giving dentist Barbie, you know what I mean? And it was the same with scrubbies. And I just kept landing more opportunities, guys. I think I've worked with scrubbies twice, and yeah, guys, I just okay, they took a chance on me, and they saw, wow, I'm really good. This girl is really good at advertising. She knows how to work her social media, she knows how to edit. They took a chance on me, guys. They took a chance on me, and I will never forget those opportunities. The following question is, if you could start dental school all over again, what would you do differently? Absolutely nothing. And it's crazy because I've went through so many times where I messed up, I agree, and I had to do those mistakes. I had to learn from those mistakes, and I just wouldn't take back anything. I mean, even with my videos, sometimes, like when I was starting off earlier on, my reels, my TikToks were not the best, and I got some negative feedback from even people that I went to school with. So that was very disheartening, and I just felt like, dang, what am I doing? You know what I mean? But then I was like, I kept going, I kept believing in myself. I'm so delulu. I'm delusional. I'm the most delusional queen you'll find in dentistry. So my delulu led me to keep going. I kept believing that I'm gonna be that girl in dentistry. I just kept going, guys, because I am so delusional. I thought I was gonna be the face of dentistry, at least of UWC, because that's how delulu I am. And I just have these dreams, like these dreams that I don't want to share right now. I just want you guys to see them happening, I guess. But yeah, I just kept going, and I wouldn't change anything I've done. I wouldn't change the mistakes I've made in my videos, the mistakes I made in clinics, the mistakes I've made in anything that involves my school experience in dental school. It's what made me who I am today, and I'm yet to make those mistakes, because I'm only human. I'm not a robot, I'm not AI. I'm not gonna be perfect every time, but I will learn each time, and that's what's gonna make me a great clinician. What would you advise a dental student who's going into their third year? So third year for me was a very tricky year. It was full of adapting. It wasn't the most difficult year. Fourth year was. Fourth is a monster, guys, yo. But third year was a lot of adapting and learning how to work with patients for the first time. I worked on a patient for the first time in third year. I did my first extractions in third year. I did my first cleanings in third year. So third year was a lot of firsts, a lot of firsts. And with that, you make a lot of mistakes. So I think you need to not be hard on yourself. If someone is doing excellent and it's their first time around and you're still struggling on your 10th round, it's okay. It's okay, guys. Just believe in yourself. If you want to cry, have that moment, break down, but know that one day you're gonna be a great clinician, if not the best. You just need to give yourself more time to learn how to use the instruments, to learn how to talk to people, to learn how to do an extraction, to learn how to inject. I mean, it's gonna be your first time. You can't expect yourself to be the best. You know what I mean? It's a process. You take baby steps, and just remember that you will get through it, and you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna get your degree, and you're gonna look back at 30 years and be like, what was 30 years? You are gonna look back and you're gonna be so thankful that you didn't give up on yourself, that you believed in yourself, and you spoke positive thoughts. Please speak positive thoughts. Even if things are not going well, meditate, pray to God, pray to Allah, pray to whoever. Just pray and know that you are going to get through it, and you're going to make it, and you're going to be an excellent clinician. This is just your first. You're still going to have your 5th, your 10th, your 50th. You're going to, by the time you reach your whatever time, you're going to be so good at what you did because you practiced, and practice makes perfect. You sharpen your clinical skills. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid of failure, guys. What is the minimum percentage that you need on your NBTs to qualify for dentistry? Guys, I'm not really sure about this one because I don't even remember my NBTs. I just know that I wrote them, but yeah, I didn't really make such a big deal out of them because I guess I did my best, and that was good enough because here I am now. But focus more on your results, specifically your grade 11 November and your grade 12 June. Just make sure you're above the minimum requirements. There's so many brilliant, smart matriculants out there. Even when I was applying, there was so many people like who could have gotten into dentistry. You get what I mean? So it's a matter of working hard and yeah, trying to get the best results as possible, and prayer, guys, a lot of prayer. So another question is, does one stand a chance in getting into dentistry with 75% maths, 60% physical science, and 76% life science in grade 11? Absolutely, you stand a chance. You above the minimum requirements. I'm just gonna paste them in the corner here so you guys can see what the minimum results are. You absolutely stand a chance, but again, you need to remember there are so many applicants trying to get into dentistry. So the best thing is to work hard. You did an excellent job. I'm assuming you're in grade 12 now, so just make sure you work extra hard until you finish grade 12, and then hopefully they will at least put you on a waiting list, or you'll get in immediately, or you'll be someone like me who just randomly got a call one day and be like, hey, we want you in dentistry. And don't ever lose hope just because you don't get accepted the year that you applied or whatnot. Don't lose hope. I always say everyone's journey is not the same. You might start and you might do one degree in order to get into dentistry, or someone just goes straight into dentistry, or someone has to start with oral hygiene and then dentistry. So we have different paths, you know, we have different callings, and each thing that God puts us through has a meaning, has a purpose. So never lose hope if it doesn't go the way you want it to, but I believe that you will be accepted. Okay, you guys, so we are finally done with all your questions. If there's anything I didn't answer properly, you guys are more than welcome to comment down below and I'll just type it out for you. Thank you so much for watching the video. It means so much to me that you guys actually make it to the end of the video, and that you guys actually took out so much of your time to write these questions out for me. I will definitely be doing a Q&A again. I want to get used to being behind the camera on YouTube. It's TikTok is much easier and Instagram is much easier. I feel like YouTube has intimidated me so much so that it took me forever to rebrand myself and go back to it. But the devil is a lie. I'm back, and yeah, I'm back for good, and we're just gonna continue having our little sessions. I'm gonna continue posting more vlogs for you guys. I have one coming up soon, and yeah, guys, comment down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. I will see you in the next one. I am out.